We're going to start with a comfortable seat, sitting up on the edge of the blanket. We are going to use a block for class today too, so if you need to locate your block or find something that can serve as a block, please do that before taking your seat. And once you've found your seat, letting your hands rest comfortably on your legs. You do not need to sit cross-legged. You can sit however is comfortable for you. And closing your eyes for just a moment. And bringing in some settling energy with your breath. So especially focusing on the exhale. Feeling the crown of the head reaching towards the sky as the spine elongates. There's a softening in the shoulders. Softening in the jaw. One more deep breath here. Beautiful. Continuing to sit. We're going to, inspired by Integral Yoga from Yogaville, I'm going to start today with some eye exercises. So we're going to start just drawing vertical lines. So look up as far as you can without moving your head, just stretching your eyes to look up. And then as you exhale, trace a line down and look down as far as you can. So we're stretching the eyes, looking up. Inhale. Exhale, looking down. Make sure you're not creating tension in your jaw or forgetting to breathe. Moving at your own pace a few times here. And then coming back to center, look straight ahead. Close the eyes for just a moment. And then we're going to do horizontal lines. So we'll open the eyes and look all the way over to the right. And then across the horizon and all the way over to the left. Inhale right. Exhale left. Notice if there's places where the eyes jump or skip and try to slow down through those places. Moving with your own rhythm here, back and forth a couple more times. And then bring the eyes back to center, look straight ahead, and then close the eyes. And then we'll do some circles. So imagining a clock face in front of you, and we'll look all the way up to 12, and then circle around 1, 2, 3, pushing the eyes out to the periphery. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Go a couple more times in this direction. 1, 2, continuing on your own. And then we'll reverse once we get back up to 12. Move counterclockwise. 11, 10, 9. Continuing on your own for a few circles counterclockwise. Feel the eyes pushing out to the periphery. They're probably getting a little tired now. And just compassionately moving them here. And when you get back up to 12, look straight ahead and blink, blink, blink your eyes. And then close the eyes, bring your palms together, rub them together. Taking your time to complete your circle. You don't have to be right on the same timing as me. Creating some warmth in your palms and then placing your palms over your closed eyes. And allowing the eyes to relax. Deep breath of gratitude to those eyes. Okay. And releasing the hands down and gently opening the eyes, gaze down towards the floor. And we'll begin a circle with the body moving from the hips, circling around. So this is interesting to have this like tropical storm weather this time of year because it's kind of cool and wet. It is still windy, but it's like we're kind of combining Kapha and Vata today. So we want to be warm. So we're going to do some warming things in our practice. Let's go back the other way. The circles. So it's like we need to both like wake ourselves up from the grogginess of the wetness and also keep ourselves grounded so we don't fly off in the wind. Bit of a conundrum, but we can do it. And really recognizing nature as our teacher constantly. All right, coming back to center here. Let's stretch the legs out in front and bounce out the knees. Roll the feet around. Beautiful. And then bending the right knee in and then letting the knee come out to the side, flexing the left foot. Take an inhale, reaching the arms up. And exhale, hinging forward, keeping the spine long for as long as you can, and then rounding it, letting the hands land wherever they do on the floor. Taking a few breaths here, keeping a little micro bend in that left knee. And with each exhale, see if you can melt a little deeper. First forward fold of the day. And with your next inhale, coming back up, lift the arms back up to the sky. We'll twist to the right, bringing the right hand back behind you, left hand to the right knee, and looking back behind you here. One more deep breath. And inhale, sweep the arms back up. And we'll take a little counter twist to the other side. And then inhale, lean back up. And exhale, folding forward again. And see if this feels a little more easeful. Lean back into it. One more deep breath. And then inhale, reaching back up. And exhale, float the arms out and down. Stretching the right leg out, we'll bounce out the knees. And then bending left knee in, you can hug it in towards your chest and then let the knee flop out to the side, foot to the inner thigh of the right leg. Inhale, sweep the arms up. And exhale, folding forward. And see if there's some length you can find in your spine while you're also melting towards the leg. Keep a nice little micro bend or maybe a bigger bend in that right knee. Soften the jaw. Breathe to the sensation that you're feeling. One more breath here. See if that exhale can release a little more. And inhale, coming back up, reaching the arms up. Exhale, twisting to the left. Left hand behind you, right hand to the left leg. And a couple breaths here. And that right foot engaged. One more deep breath. And then inhale, sweep the arms back up, and we'll take a little counter twist to the other side. And then inhale back up, lengthening, and then fold forward again. See how this feels. Second time coming into it. One more breath here. And inhale, coming back up, lifting the arms. And exhale, this time wrist circles, like the falling autumn leaves. Float your arms out and down. Beautiful. Bringing the soles of the feet together in front of your body. And we'll do a little forward bound angle hold. So take an inhale, lengthening through the spine here. Exhale, coming forward. Sending some gratitude to your feet for keeping you grounded here. And inhale, coming back up. Keeping your legs where they are, sweep the arms out and upward. Coming into this full moon energy. So feel this moon around around you. This soma energy, peaceful energy here. And inhale, releasing the arms out and down. Beautiful. Scoop the knees up, hug them into your chest, curling into a little ball, stretching through the spine, dropping the head down. Then from here, we're going to come down onto our backs. You can move the blanket out of the way, and I'd like you to bring your block by your side. We'll just use it in a moment. So coming down onto your back, coming to a momentary Shavasana. And if stretching your legs out all the way doesn't feel great to you right now, feel free to keep the knees bent and just let the knees fall in to touch each other and the feet a little wider here. So see if you can find a relaxation pose, letting go, no muscular effort, supported by the earth, even as the winds and water swirl around us. Wonderful. So gently opening your eyes and finding your block. We're going to do a little core strengthening here. And I'm going to show you some different variations that you can use. Okay. So option number one is to start with your knees bent. And we're going to bring the block over the head, stretching here. And then we're going to bring the knees up, lift the head, and you can bring the block to in between the knees and then extending out again. So we're going to switch the block back and forth between knees and the hands. Okay, so that's option number one. You'll feel this engaging in your core, pull that belly button in so you have a lot of strength there. Option number two is to stretch the legs out. This is a little more challenging. So we're going to bring the legs up past the block to in between the feet and stretch out long again. So finding which option feels the most approachable to you. And we'll do a few more of these. And you might start out with the fully extended one and then do a couple of the bent knee ones. Feeling your core. Woo! Strong center, strong core. Deep knowing. Let's do one more back and forth. Yay! Woo! Feel that? If your knees aren't already bent, bend them, place your feet on the floor. We're going to bring the block down and use it in just a moment. Set it to the side for now. With your next inhale, press strongly into your feet, lifting your hips up, coming to a bridge pose. You might interlace your hands, rolling your shoulders under. And engage through the glutes, lifting up, pressing into those feet, expanding through the belly that we were just contracting and strengthening, and then exhale, lowering down. And now we're going to find the block. And with your next inhale, lifting those hips up again, and then placing the block underneath the sacrum, maybe at the lowest height or the middle height, probably not the highest height. We just want a little relaxation, a little softening here. I almost feel like my pelvis. So grateful when I do this. It's like it can just like drape over the block and release. Ooh. So if you'd like, here, you can stretch the legs out, more of a back bend, or if you would like a little bit of an inversion, you can bring your legs up into the air, or you're welcome to just stay feet on the floor in that supported bridge pose, which is what I'm going to choose today. So if you'd like, you can close your eyes here and just take a few deep breaths, letting your body soften into the support of the block and the floor. One more deep breath here. And then lifting up off of the block, remove it from underneath you, lowering the body gently down to the floor. And then let the knees drop side to side. So both knees to the right, both knees to the left. Very gentle and slow. Massaging out the low back and sacrum. And then coming to center, hug your knees into your chest. You rock a little side to side. And then from here, you can either roll over to one side and press your way up, or hold on behind your thighs for a little spinal activation and rock and roll here along your spine. And then making your way up. So we're going to come to stand at the top of the mat here. And you may want your block. Put it there as an option. So finding Tadasana pose, mountain pose, soft knees, open heart, lifted crown, feel yourself grounded through the feet into the earth. With your next inhale, sweep the arms out and up. And exhale, swan dive forward. Inhale, flat, back lengthen the spine. Exhale down, place the hands, step the right foot back behind you, then pivot the heel to the floor and windmill the arms up. So we're going to have that front leg straightened at first. So left toes pointing to the top of the mat, right toes pointing in just slightly from being parallel to the back of the mat. So we're going to flow in and out of a warrior two here, bending that front knee. So take an inhale. And as you exhale, we're going to bring the arms together over the head as you bend into that front knee. Inhale. Exhale. Two more. And then this time we're going to inhale. Keep that front knee straight. And as you exhale, we're going to side bend over and windmill around. And this is where you might want your block to place that lower hand on. Or we're coming into triangle pose, or you can let that hand rest inside the leg, engaging the core a little more here. And looking up, if that's available to you, let that right hip drop forward. One more breath here. And then inhale, coming back up. We're going to turn the toes to face forward, toes out a little bit to the sides. And take another inhale here. And then exhale, bring your hands to your hips, really sending that hip crease deep back behind you as you fold forward. And you might want your block here to place your hands on, or maybe even your head if it comes all the way down, but maybe not all the way to the floor. And you can even reach the hands back behind you through the legs. And with your next inhale, coming back up, hands to the hips, and we'll shift the feet to the other side. So right toes towards the back of the mat, left toes in just slightly, coming into an expanded arms like a warrior two without bending that front knee. We're going to do the lifting the arms and exhaling 4 times. So taking an inhale here and exhale, bending into that front knee, lifting the arms up over the head. Inhale back to center. Make sure that front knee is tracking out over the toes. Exhale. And pressing down through the outside edge of the left foot. Inhale. Exhale. One more. And then coming back to lengthen the arms. Keep the legs lengthened and reaching out. And we're going to come around to a triangle pose. Again, if you would like, you can put the block at whatever height underneath that right arm and stretch the left arm up. We want to send the sit bones back. You can let that left hip drop forward a bit. And then rotate the ribs up, maybe gazing up towards that upper arm. Couple breaths here. And then with your next inhale, coming back up, we're going to turn the toes again to face front, bringing that block center. Take an inhale here, bringing the arms up. And exhale, goddess lion. Staying in this squat, bring the arms around your head again. This moon pose. We're going to stay here for a few breaths. Let some heat build in your body. Make sure the knees are tracking out over the toes, not falling in. See if you can feel the peace of the full moon as you're staying in this pose, building some warmth, maybe feeling some intensity. And inhale, coming up, yay! Releasing the arms down. Beautiful. We're gonna step or turn back towards the top of the mat. So this is like where we started stepping that right foot back. So we're gonna come into a low lunge here. Inhale, lifting the arms up. Exhaling here, one more inhale. And exhale, touch the mat. Inhale, step back to a down dog. Exhale here. Take another breath. And then another inhale. And exhale. Pulling forward to a plank pose. And then we'll drop our knees, chest and chin. Keep the elbows in towards the body, booty lifted. And then inhale, pulling forward into a cobra. Keeping the elbows in, shoulders down. 2 breaths here. With your next inhale, rolling back through hands and knees to a down dog. Breathing here. With your next inhale, lift the right leg to the sky. Exhale, bring it through to the top of the mat, dropping the left knee to the floor this time. Inhale, lifting arms up. Deep breaths here. And exhale, touch the mat. Inhale, step forward, top of the mat. Exhale, hang forward, fold. And then letting the feet come a little wider. And we'll come down into a squat. And you're welcome to place your block behind you and come to a little seat on the block. Or maybe you can come all the way down. Maybe a little snap, crackle, pop in those knees for reminding us it's Vata season. See if you can lengthen your spine here. Relax your jaw. Deep breaths. One more inhale and exhale, coming down onto your back. When you get there, hug your knees into your chest. And rock a little side to side here. And then let both knees fall all the way over to the right. Stretching the left arm out. And see if you can invite that left shoulder to soften to the floor. Might mean letting the knees come up a little bit. Let's see if there can be a little balance between the shoulder releasing, the knees releasing. And let's take 2 letting go breaths here, looking out over that left shoulder. Deep inhale through the nose, exhale out the mouth. With your next inhale, unwind, come back to center. And rock a little bit if you would like, and then let the knees fall all the way over to the other side. And left hand on the right knee or thigh, reaching right arm out, and see if that right shoulder can really soften to the ground. It might mean letting the legs release from the floor a little bit. So releasing and letting go. Let's take 2 letting go breaths here. With your next inhale, unwind, back to center, realign the spine, hug the knees into the chest, let the knees come away from each other, reach through the inside of the knees, grabbing onto the outside of the feet or the ankles for a happy baby pose, and rock a little side to side. If there's any final poses you would like to find before coming to Shavasana, feel free. Otherwise, stretching out long on your back. Setting yourself up well, perhaps a blanket under your head or your knees or covering you up. If it's chilly, And then we built some warmth. Just resting here briefly. You might cool down a bit. Letting yourself release into the support of the earth beneath you. Nothing to do, just be. Bringing your awareness back to the surface of your body. Begin to deepen your breath and wiggle your fingers and toes. And as you're ready, bend one knee and then the other, placing your feet on the floor. And come to rest over on your right side. Taking a breath here and keeping your eyes closed and your attention internal. Gently press your way up to find a seat. And sitting with your eyes closed. Allow these words by Richard Rohr to wash over you. Nature is the one song of praise that never stops singing. Short and sweet, I'll read it again. Nature is the one song of praise that never stops singing. Bringing your hands together in front of your heart, pressing your thumbs in to feel your heartbeat, your personal pulse. And take a deep breath of gratitude, sending that gratitude from your heart out to all the cells of your being. Thank you all so much for joining me for practice today. The light within me honors the light within you. Namaste.